God says, I am begging for your 1 minute. You will receive 55 million today at 11:30 p.m. If you ignore this message, you will lose all your money, so I beg you to listen till the end. What you are hearing is not just a message about money or time, it is a divine alert echoing from the heart of heaven itself. This is not a trick, not a scheme, and not a coincidence that you are seeing this right now. The words before you carry a prophetic urgency tied to something much greater than numbers in a bank. It is a call from the living God to your spirit, a moment where eternity touches your timeline and asks you not to walk away. This is a divine intersection, a sacred hour where what you choose to believe could open up something that has been locked for far too long. What you are being offered is not just financial overflow, but a breakthrough that carries healing, direction, restoration, peace, and divine timing. The number 55 million is not random. It represents the weight of favor, the fullness of answered prayers, and the reward of faithfulness that heaven has tracked, even when the world forgot your name. This specific time of 11:30 p.m. is not ordinary. It is marked in the spirit as a window of release. What you do between now and then matters more than you know. Right now, drop a comment saying Amen to stand in agreement. Your entire life may have felt like a long wait, a season where promises seem delayed and doors feel sealed shut. But what if I told you, from the voice of the one who created time itself, that this is not a delay anymore? This is divine delivery. You are not cursed, you are chosen. You are not forgotten, you are favored. And this is the very hour where what was blocked will be unlocked. The reason God says, I am begging for your 1 minute, is not because he is powerless, but because he is pleading with your heart to remain open, to believe again, and to refuse to walk away from the miracle that has your name on it. God is not a man that he should lie, and when he says there is something about to be released into your life, he means it with every fiber of his truth. He does not need your money, your perfection, or your performance. He only desires your heart, your faith, and your willingness to believe that even in your lowest hour, he still has the final say. He sees what the enemy tried to take from you, the tears that you cried when no one was watching, the way you kept going when giving up would have been easier. He remembers it all. And now, he is asking you not to scroll past your reward. If this is reaching you right now, I want you to pause everything and like this video. Not because of superstition or pressure, but because your action is tied to your agreement, and your agreement invites the atmosphere of heaven to move over your life. God is stretching his hand out and saying, I am not late, I am right on time. The 11:30 p.m. release is not only financial, it is spiritual, emotional, and generational. There are chains breaking tonight, there are curses being reversed, there are patterns being destroyed, there is an inheritance being transferred from heaven to your hands. But it cannot happen in distraction, disbelief, or delay. It must be met with faith, urgency, and surrender. God is saying this is the hour where everything turns. Not next year, not one day. Now. You have cried for long enough. You have begged for answers. You have sat in rooms feeling overlooked while others passed you by. But God says, your name is about to be called. You will not miss this release unless you ignore this moment. That is why he says, if you ignore this, you will lose all. He is not threatening you. He is warning you because he loves you too deeply to stay silent. This is a lifeline, not a lecture. This is heaven roaring into your timeline with the fire of urgency and the whisper of hope. Your obedience in this very hour will shift what was held back for years. Many have heard prophetic words but walked away. They treated it like entertainment instead of instruction. But you are not like them. You know when God is speaking. You know when your spirit starts shaking inside. That is not fear. That is the Holy Spirit pulling your heart closer, because this is your time. This is your moment. This is the day everything begins to break open. You will not miss your breakthrough. You will not miss your blessing. You will not miss your miracle. But you must stay, you must listen, and you must believe. Your life is not just about survival. You were born to carry glory. You were created to be a vessel of light, favor, and divine authority. Every setback has been setting you up for this divine release. The attacks were proof of what you carry. The battles were training for the blessing. And now the gates are opening. And God says, "It is your turn." Drop 1111 in the comments if you believe this is your confirmation. You have been tested in silence, and now heaven is ready to reward you in public. Do not despise the weight of the waiting. God was storing something too big to give you prematurely. Now is the time. 11:30 p.m. is not just a number. It is a covenant moment. It is when the angels are being dispatched with your name written on blessings you didn't even know were being prepared. It is when the courtroom of heaven opens and your case is settled in your favor. It is when what was withheld is released. It is when your enemies are silenced and your destiny begins to roar with clarity. Do not walk away from this divine hour. This is not just about money. This is about alignment. This is about destiny. This is about stepping into what you were always meant to have, but the enemy tried to steal. You have been called for more. You have been appointed, anointed, and assigned. This is your time to walk into it. Keep your heart open. Stay in this moment. Do not scroll. God is not done speaking. The oil of breakthrough is still flowing. There is more He wants to release. You are being marked for favor and covered in the shelter of the Almighty. No weapon formed against you will prosper, and every tongue that rose in judgment is being silenced even now. What you feel right now is not confusion, it is clarity calling you home. You didn't stay here by accident. You stayed because something sacred was planted in you long ago, and now it is awakening again. God is still speaking, and He has not changed His mind about you. Everything He ever promised you is still alive. Every prayer you whispered, every tear you cried in secret, every night you spent questioning your purpose, He saw all of it, and He did not forget. This is the season of remembrance, where God begins to honor what others discarded. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. He had to pull you out of places where your value was buried under noise, fear, and lies. He had to make sure your heart was still tender enough to carry what's holy. He had to protect the promise, even from the people you thought were for you. Your name is known in heaven. Your file is open before the throne. And what God is doing now is not based on what you deserve. It is based on who He is. He is faithful. He is kind. He is generous, beyond understanding. He multiplies what little you give Him and makes it overflow. He opens doors no man can shut. He heals what medicine cannot fix. He breaks generational cycles with one word from His mouth. He lifts you from ashes and clothes you in garments of joy. This is the same God who is asking you to stay present, to not turn away, to keep listening, because there is more being released even now. Tonight, at 11:30 p.m., something will shift that you didn't expect. This is not a metaphor. This is a spiritual transaction that is already in motion. Angels have been sent out on assignment. The heavens are stirring, the earth is responding, and you are at the center of this divine movement. Your name has been spoken in the courts of heaven, and what was blocked is now breaking open because your heart has remained open. God is saying to you, I saw the times you praised me when everything was falling apart. I saw you speak kindness when you were being mistreated. I saw you believe for others while secretly you were breaking inside. You never stopped trusting me completely, even when you didn't understand the plan. And now I am about to reward you in ways that will make the pain make sense. Drop 222 in the comments if you trust this word. There is a sound from heaven coming into your house. It is the sound of peace returning, the sound of joy rising, the sound of victory that silences fear. God is invading your atmosphere. He is shaking what needs to fall and securing what needs to stand. He is doing the work you cannot do, in places you cannot reach, with people you don't even know are watching you. And all you need to do is stay under His voice, stay soft in your spirit, and refuse to give up now. The enemy would love nothing more than for you to walk away right before the promise arrives. He has thrown everything at you to make you weary. He attacked your health, your confidence, your relationships, and even your thoughts. But he failed. You're still standing, you're still worshiping, you're still hoping. And because you didn't quit, God is about to crown this season with so much favor that people will have no choice but to say, only God could have done that. This is not just about money. This is about divine movement. This is about reclaiming what was stolen, about healing the parts of you that have been carrying silent grief. This is about you finally receiving what you prayed for, not in bits and pieces, but in fullness and overflow. God doesn't give you halfway blessings. He pours out until your cup runs over. And what's coming is going to run over into your family, your future, and your peace. You may have been rejected, but you are still chosen. You may have lost things, but God is a restorer. You may have felt overlooked, but heaven has had eyes on you the whole time. The blessing that's coming has your name on it, and no one else can take it from you. God didn't forget. He didn't change His mind. He's not second-guessing what He planned for you before you were even born. This is why the fight was so heavy. Because what you carry is weighty. What you are about to walk into is holy ground. You are moving into a place where the right doors will open, where the right people will recognize you, where your gifts will finally be seen for what they really are. And it won't be by accident. It will be because God is lifting you with His own hands. No man will be able to take the credit. No voice will be able to say it was coincidence. When people see what happens to you at 11:30 p.m., they will have no words. They will only see God. This is why you're being told not to ignore this moment. Because your posture now is shaping what unfolds later. Your faith is setting the stage for heaven's performance in your life. Your agreement is unlocking rooms you never dreamed of entering. Your presence here, even now, is proof that you are ready. So stay humble, stay listening, stay expectant. Something beautiful is rising from the ashes. Something powerful is coming from the pain. God never ends on empty. He finishes what He starts. And He is finishing this chapter with glory, with healing, with recompense. You will laugh again, and this time it won't be to hide the pain. You will love again, and this time it won't cost your peace. You will dream again, and this time you'll see it come to pass. You will breathe freely, deeply, fully, because the weight is lifting. Heaven is touching earth in your life, and God is making all things new. You may not feel ready, but God is not looking for perfect people. He is looking for willing hearts. And right now, yours is wide open. This is not about emotion. This is about divine alignment. This is not hype. This is holy. The fire that has been burning in your spirit is not fading. It is growing stronger. Because heaven has set you apart for something greater than you've known before. There are things you prayed for years ago that you forgot about, but God didn't forget. There are dreams you buried because life got too heavy, but heaven did not bury them. They were only being preserved for the right season, and that season is starting to unfold right now. The timing is not off. The promise is not dead. God was just preparing everything so that when it comes without sorrow, without delay, and without interference. What's coming won't require you to chase after it, because it is being drawn to you by divine force. The blessing is coming to you, not because of who you are, but because of who God is. Drop 333 in the comments to declare your faith. The hour of breakthrough is not coming with noise, it is coming with peace. You will look around and realize the storm has stopped, and it won't be because of your efforts, it will be because God stepped into the boat. He never needed you to have it all figured out. He never needed you to understand every part of the plan. All he ever wanted was your yes, your surrender, your willingness to believe that he could still make something beautiful out of broken pieces. What felt like delay was actually God making sure no one else got credit for what only he could do. There were people in your life who would have claimed the glory, systems that would have tried to chain your favor to their approval. God had to pull you away from all of that. He had to isolate you, to insulate you, to protect the purity of the promise. What is coming to you will not be bought with compromise. It will not be tied to manipulation. It will come from the hands of God alone, and no man will be able to take it from you. He is the one who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, the one who breathed stars into the sky, the one who split the sea and raised the dead. He is not limited by your bank account, your background, or your battles. He is bigger than your past, stronger than your enemies, and more faithful than your fears. He knows how to find you, bless you, lift you, and establish you. And that is what he is doing right now. You didn't come this far to be forgotten. You didn't walk through the fire just to be left in ashes. You are about to rise. God is calling your name in rooms you haven't entered yet. He is preparing opportunities that you didn't ask for because he knows what you need before you even speak. He is sending provision, healing, connections, and clarity into your life in waves that will overtake every place of lack. The drought is ending, the dry season is over. Your soul is about to breathe again. Your hands are about to receive what they were made to carry. You are stepping into a season of ease where things begin to flow, not because life gets easier, but because God's presence is making the hard places soft. You will walk through doors that were once sealed shut. You will sit at tables that once had no chair for you. You will speak with authority that comes not from credentials, but from the oil of heaven. People will wonder how you got there, how things turned around, how favor found you, and you will not have to explain yourself, because your life will speak louder than your words. You will simply say, God did this. This is not the time to shrink. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to rise in faith like never before, because what is being unlocked at 11:30 p.m. is connected to a divine timetable that only God could orchestrate. He chose that moment for a reason. He aligned the heavens, shifted the winds, and ordered your steps so that you would be right here, right now, with ears to hear and a heart to believe. What you do with this moment matters more than you can imagine. Every time you kept going when you felt like quitting, heaven noticed. Every time you praised instead of complaining, God leaned in. Every time you believed in the middle of brokenness, you stored up treasure in the Spirit. And now the windows of heaven are opening wide over you. The release is not coming, it is already here. You are not waiting anymore. You are stepping into what has already been released in the Spirit. God is fighting battles for you even now. He is silencing voices of accusation. He is clearing paths. He is leveling mountains and lifting valleys. He is doing in 1 hour what years of striving could not do, because when he moves in fullness. He doesn't give you scraps. He gives you more than enough. He doesn't answer halfway. He answers with overflow. This is the kind of blessing that changes everything, not just your circumstances, but your soul. He is healing places in you that have been aching for years. He is restoring your identity, your strength, your joy, and your fire. The pain did not break you, it prepared you. The suffering did not steal your future, it shaped it. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where God needs you to be for this miracle to find you. And even now He is still saying, stay close, do not let go, keep listening. Because what is being released is layered. There is more to receive, more to understand, more to walk into. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of the unfolding. You are being equipped, anointed, and positioned for something that will leave a mark on the earth and bring glory to God's name. While the natural world may look the same, the spiritual atmosphere around your life has already begun to shift. This is the holy tension between what is promised and what is seen, but the release is not waiting on approval. It is waiting on your agreement. This is the moment where you stop looking around for signs and start standing firm in the voice of the one who cannot lie. You were never meant to live stuck, and you were never created for survival alone. You were chosen by God before you were formed in your mother's womb. His eye was on you before your first breath. He placed gifts in you, buried treasures, prophetic assignments, and divine purposes that have been waiting for this hour to awaken. Nothing about your life is ordinary, and nothing about this moment is random. There is a reason this word found you. There is a reason your spirit won't let you scroll away, because something inside you knows that this is the very moment you've been praying for in silence. Drop 555 in the comments if you receive this right now. God is not asking you to perform, to strive, or to earn. He is asking you to receive. There is a weight to this word because it is carrying answers to the cries you didn't think anyone heard. While you wrestled with disappointment, God was still writing the next chapter. While you wondered if it would always feel this heavy, He was preparing a table for you. While others were walking away, heaven was getting closer. He never left your side, not once. He never pulled back His promise. Not for a moment. He is not angry with you. He is not disappointed in you. He is proud of how you held on when everything around you told you to let go. He is honoring your quiet obedience, your hidden sacrifice, your long nights of staying faithful when no one clapped, no one saw, no one understood. God saw. God kept record. And now, He is releasing the reward that has been waiting for the right time. You didn't miss your moment. You didn't ruin your future. You are not too late, too far gone, too broken, or too forgotten. That is the voice of shame, and shame has no authority where God's grace is reigning. He is lifting you out of that place. He is pulling you into something higher. Your name is being rewritten. Your story is being redeemed, and your future is being restored in ways that will make your past look like a shadow. God is not only answering your prayers, He is doing more than you asked. He is the God of exceedingly and abundantly, and when He moves, He always does more. You asked for peace, He is giving you purpose. You asked for healing, He is giving you wholeness. You asked for provision, He is releasing overflow. Because you stayed, because you believed, because you dared to trust again, you are about to walk into places you thought were only for others. What is about to happen in your life will not make sense to the natural mind. People will say it happened too fast, that it came out of nowhere, but you will know that this was not sudden, it was sacred. This was not random, it was God's timing. You've been in the fire, and now comes the refining. You've been in the wilderness, and now comes the wonder. The days of survival are over. The days of supernatural release are here. He is not just blessing you for you. He is blessing you to be a blessing. He is using your life to show others what His goodness looks like. The ones who saw you broken will watch you rise. The ones who doubted you will witness the fulfillment. But your heart will not be bitter. It will be full of mercy. Because what God is doing in you is too holy for pride and too powerful for revenge. This is your season of grace, and grace leaves no room for proving points. It only points back to Him. The time is almost here. 11:30 p.m. is not a deadline to fear. It is a moment to expect. What happens then is not a maybe. It is a marked appointment in the calendar of heaven. And because you stayed, because you listened, because your heart did not harden, you will receive. You will not leave this moment empty. You will not walk away with only emotions. You will walk away with evidence. Evidence of God's power. Evidence of His presence. Evidence that what He promised is real. Do not let the enemy distract you now. This is when he presses hardest. He will try to make you tired, frustrated, forgetful. He will whisper lies that make you doubt what God just confirmed. But stand firm. Refuse to listen. You already know the truth. God is not done, and you are not defeated. You are positioned perfectly for what comes next. This is the season where your spirit grows louder than your fear. This is the moment where your faith rises up like never before. You were not created to live small. You were not born to be silent. You were placed on this earth to carry the fire of heaven in your words, your work, your worship. And now, God is giving you what you need to carry it. This is your time. This is your hour. This is your appointed moment. Don't miss it. Don't doubt it. Don't delay it. What's coming is too precious. What's unfolding is too holy. Let your heart stay soft. Let your hands stay open. Let your faith stay strong. Even in the moments you questioned why, even when you didn't see the point, even when it hurt so deeply you could barely speak, God was holding it all together, shaping your future with the pieces of your pain. This moment is sacred. It is not common. It is not something to overlook. When God says, "I am begging for your 1 minute," He is not speaking from weakness. He is speaking from overwhelming love. It is not the cry of a powerless God. It is the plea of a Father who sees the miracle coming and wants His child to be ready to receive it. He is not warning you out of fear. He is inviting you out of mercy. Drop 1212 in the comments if you believe this moment is yours. Every part of your life that felt like a setback has been a setup. Every betrayal taught you how to trust Him more. Every delay forced your roots to grow deeper. Every rejection pushed you closer to the one who never walks away. God wastes nothing, not a second of your struggle, not a breath of your worship, not a moment of your silence. He has watched over your life with deep care, and now He is releasing what has been held back until the appointed time. That time is not tomorrow. That time is not someday. That time is now. There is a sound in heaven that carries your name, a song of fulfillment, a celebration of your breakthrough. There are angels positioned around you even now, guarding what belongs to you, clearing the path, breaking through obstacles you didn't even know existed. They have been assigned to you not because of your perfection, but because of your purpose. And your purpose is not small. You have been marked to carry light in dark places, to speak life where there's been death, to bring hope where there's been despair. God is not just visiting your situation, He is taking over. He is stepping into your story with all authority. And when He steps in, everything changes. He does not come to observe, He comes to redeem, He comes to restore, He comes to reign. And when He reigns, every other voice has to go silent. Fear bows, doubt fades, Confusion breaks, chains fall, and what once seemed impossible becomes undeniable. What he is doing in your life is going to touch more than just your bank account. Yes, there is financial breakthrough coming. Yes, there is overflow, but it is deeper than that. He is healing your heart. He is reviving your dreams. He is breathing new life into places that felt dead. He is restoring your sense of wonder, your ability to believe without fear. He is making you whole again, not just outwardly, but deep in your soul where no one else could reach. You have cried long enough. You have waited patiently. You have remained faithful when it would have been easier to give up. And now, the reward of your faith is being released. The night is almost over. The breaking of the dawn is near. And just like he promised, joy is coming in the morning. This 11:30 p.m. moment is more than just a timestamp. It is a turning point, a divine shift, an irreversible change. You will not go back to how things were. You will not return to the place of lack. You will not re-enter cycles of loss and delay. God is breaking the patterns that kept you bound. He is tearing down the walls that kept you small. He is silencing the voices that kept you doubting, and he is lifting you into a new dimension of blessing, purpose, and peace. This is not just for your comfort, it is for your calling. God is equipping you for what you were born to carry. He is not just delivering you from pain, he is sending you into purpose. What happens in this moment is not meant to stay with you, it is meant to overflow to everyone connected to you. Your breakthrough is going to break others free. Your healing is going to inspire healing in others. Your elevation is going to unlock doors for those around you. You are not just receiving this for you. You are receiving this for the generations that follow. The enemy tried to stop this moment. That's why the warfare was so intense. That's why you were hit so hard in the last season. That's why you almost gave up more than once. He saw what was coming and did everything he could to make you doubt it. But he failed. Because here you are, still standing, still believing, still listening. And because you didn't walk away, you're about to walk into the very thing he tried to block. This is the moment where heaven's timeline intersects with your obedience. The prayers of years past are colliding with the faith you are holding on to now. And the result is a supernatural release that no one will be able to explain. This is what it looks like when heaven touches earth in your life. This is what it means to be remembered by God. So don't pull back now. Don't disconnect. Don't scroll past this moment. God is not finished speaking. He is still pouring out. There is more revelation, more confirmation, more healing coming. You are standing under an open heaven. Everything is aligned. The atmosphere is pregnant with promises. The weight of the Spirit is thick around you, and all he's asking is that you stay present, that you stay expectant, that you stay open. You are not alone. You never were. The same God who carried you through every valley is now lifting you to mountaintops. The same God who whispered peace in the chaos is now shouting victory over your life. The same God who planted the seed is now bringing the harvest. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to fight for it. You only have to receive it. You were led here by the same God who formed you, who held you in the womb, who has protected you in ways you never saw. And he is not done yet. There is still more that he is releasing over your life. There is still more that is being unlocked, even as you stay present and open. This word is alive. It is not just a reminder, it is an activation. It is God reaching into your now with the power of his forever. He is stretching out his hand to you not because you are weak, but because he is strong. Not because you failed, but because he has already won. This is not a rescue from ruin. This is a divine lifting into promise. It is a rising, a healing, a reordering of everything that once felt lost or broken. Drop 777 in the comments if you receive this divine alignment in your spirit. God sees the weight you've carried, the heaviness you've lived with in silence. He knows the pressure you felt to keep smiling while your heart was breaking inside. He knows the battles you never spoke about, the ones that wore you down slowly, the thoughts that tried to crush your hope. He was there for every one of them. And through it all, he never looked away. Not once. He held you in the valley. He covered you in the storm. He whispered your name when no one else knew what you were going through. This is the love of God. It is not surface deep. It is not performance-based. It is relentless, faithful, and everlasting. He chose you with full knowledge of your wounds. He called you knowing exactly where you would stumble. And still, he never gave up on you. He is not waiting for you to become perfect. He is loving you into the wholeness that only he can give. That's what this moment is about. Not just blessings falling from heaven, but love healing the deepest parts of you. The number, the hour, the promise, it is all wrapped in something far greater than material breakthrough. It is wrapped in the presence of God himself. You could gain the whole world, but without him, it would still feel empty. But what he's giving now is full. It's overflowing. It comes with peace that doesn't leave, joy that doesn't fade, and rest that restores the very core of who you are. This is not just about money at 11:30 p.m. This is about heaven interrupting your story with glory, on time and unstoppable. The past season was not easy. You felt things crumble that you thought were secure. You lost things you prayed to keep. You were shaken in ways you didn't think you could survive. But here you are, still breathing, still standing, still reaching for God. And because you didn't let go, now heaven is stepping in. Your faith did not go unnoticed. Your fight did not go unseen. Your tears watered seeds in the spirit that are now bursting through the soil. God is about to restore everything the enemy tried to take, not in pieces, in fullness. He is not just giving you what you had, he is giving you what was delayed, stolen, and blocked, and he is multiplying it. What is released at 11:30 p.m. will carry generational weight. This is not just about now. This is about the legacy of faith you are establishing, the cycles you are breaking, the doors you are opening for those who will come after you. You are not weak, you are chosen. You are not forgotten, you are favored. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being made new by the one who makes all things new. God is building something with your life that will not collapse under pressure. The foundation he is laying is Christ himself, and when he builds to last. What he places in your hands will not slip through your fingers. What he speaks over you will not return void. What he begins in you, he will finish with glory. The delay was preparation, the silence was sacred, the waiting was building something strong within you. You have not missed your time. You are stepping into it right now. This is the moment where sorrow begins to turn into dancing. This is where anxiety begins to turn into peace. This is where fear begins to bow before faith. You are walking into a divine exchange where everything the enemy used to break you is now being used by God to bless you. You will no longer apologize for the favor on your life. You will no longer hide your joy to make others comfortable. You will no longer question if you're worthy of what God is giving. You are worthy because Jesus made you worthy. You are blessed because God chose to bless you. You are ready because he is with you. The one who called you is faithful, and he will do it. You are not returning to the life you had before. You are stepping into something entirely new. The doors that are opening now were never available before. The tables you're being invited to were not meant for who you were, but for who you've become through the fire. The healing you are receiving is not surface level. It is deep. It is lasting. It is changing you from the inside out. So hold nothing back. Surrender every fear, every burden, every question. Let God flood every room in your heart. Let Him speak to every place that feels uncertain. Let Him take over, not just to fix, but to fulfill. Because He is not just patching up your past. He is unveiling your future. And your future is bright, blessed, and covered by His mighty hand. You are not watching this by mistake. The voice of God is reaching through the noise of your life and calling you higher. He is not done pouring out. He is not finished healing. He is not silent. He is speaking right now, and He is saying, "Stay with me, trust me, watch what I will do next." He is not finished. His voice is still near. He is still breathing peace into every storm. He is still speaking life into what others call dead. You're not just passing through this moment, you're being transformed by it. Every word that has been spoken over you in this hour carries the anointing to break chains, to release hidden favor, and to awaken the power that has been waiting inside you. You are not too late. You have not been overlooked. This is still your moment. The promise still stands. The blessing still has your name on it, and God is making sure it reaches your hands at the right time and in the right way, without pain, without confusion, and without loss. Drop 999 in the comments if your spirit is still expecting God to finish what He started. Let your heart be still for a moment. Not because the world is calm, but because your spirit knows that God is bigger than anything happening around you. You've seen chaos, but now you're about to see order. You've experienced lack, but now you're about to experience abundance. You felt alone, but now you're about to feel the presence of a Father who never leaves. What you've walked through has not been easy, but what you are stepping into will make the suffering feel like the soil that birthed something holy. God is not only shifting your circumstances, He is shifting your identity. The labels others placed on you are falling off. The lies that tried to define you are being burned away. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not weak. You are not cursed. You are not invisible. You are the beloved child of the Most High God. You are chosen. You are called. You are covered. And you are walking under an open heaven right now. This divine appointment at 11:30 p.m. is not symbolic. It is not poetic. It is prophetic. The heavens are moving with purpose, and the release is precise. The delay has been broken. The gates have been opened. The verdict in heaven has already been decided. God is saying yes. God is saying now. God is saying, "I have seen you. I have heard you. I am answering you." There is nothing the enemy can do to stop what God is setting in motion. He has tried to distract you, to discourage you, to delay you, but the hand of God is stronger than every attack, every weapon, and every lie. What was formed against you will not prosper. The very thing that tried to destroy you is going to serve as evidence of how powerfully God delivers. You're not just surviving anymore. You are stepping into thriving. You are stepping into fullness. This next season of your life will not look like the last. The losses of your past will not repeat. The sorrow of your yesterday will not enter your tomorrow. God is closing chapters, not with grief, but with grace. He is ending cycles, not with fear, but with favor. You don't have to be afraid of what's next, because God is already there. He is going before you, preparing places, moving mountains, calming storms, and setting divine encounters in motion. You are being brought into a season where things happen quickly, where doors open easily, where burdens lift effortlessly. This is not because life suddenly changes, but because God has gone ahead of you and made the way straight. This is the reward of staying close, the blessing of not quitting, the miracle that follows those who keep believing, even when it hurts. You didn't miss your moment. You're right on time. The pressure you felt is a sign that you are near the release. Just like birth, the closer the promise gets, the more intense the process feels. But this time, the pain is not without purpose. It is producing something eternal, something powerful, something sacred. You are about to see what you carried all this time. You are about to hold what you labored for in the Spirit. What is being released is not just money, though provision is part of it. What's coming is deeper. It's restoration of your hope. It's the return of your voice. It's the rebuilding of your faith. It's the renewing of your joy. It's the revival of your soul. God is not interested in giving you a temporary lift. He is establishing permanent healing, permanent favor, permanent peace. You won't need to explain this season. The fruit in your life will speak for itself. Those who thought you were finished will see that God was only just beginning. Those who doubted your value will witness the undeniable hand of God elevating you beyond what they thought was possible. You won't need to defend your blessing. You will only need to walk in it. Let this be a reminder to your soul. God is still in control. He has not abandoned you. He has not changed his mind about you. He has not withdrawn his hand from your life. If anything, he is holding you closer than ever before. He is drawing you near because he wants you to see what he sees in you. He wants you to know what he knows about your future. He wants you to walk boldly, not just with your head up, but with your spirit on fire. Your waiting has not been in vain. Your faith has not been wasted. The things you sacrificed have not gone unnoticed. You are about to reap what you sowed in tears. You are about to dance where you once felt despair. You are about to speak with strength where you once whispered in fear. God is redeeming everything. And he's doing it with such love, such power, and such precision that you will not be able to take any credit. It will be clear that only God could have written this part of your story. Heaven is closer than your next breath. What you feel right now is not just emotion. It is the presence of God confirming that his word over your life is still alive, still active, still powerful, and still unfolding. There is nothing more important than being in the center of God's will in this exact moment. That's why he keeps drawing you in, keeps pulling on your heart, keeps asking you to stay. Because something is being unlocked in the spirit that your eyes have not seen but your soul can feel. The more you listen, the more you receive. The more you believe, the more heaven opens. You have stepped into a divine flow, and what you once had to strive for is now going to begin to chase you down. Drop 1010 in the comments if you feel God pulling you deeper into his presence. You don't need a sign from the outside to know that something is happening on the inside. That stirring in your heart, that warmth rising in your chest, that tear building in your eyes, that is the Holy Spirit confirming that you are right where you need to be. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not disconnected. You are seated in the palm of his hand, and no force of darkness can pluck you out. This moment you are in is not just about getting something, it is about becoming someone. God is shaping you into the image of his Son. He is refining your heart, renewing your mind, restoring your soul, and reminding you that you were made for more than just surviving life. You were created to carry his light, to reflect his goodness, to be evidence of his faithfulness in a world that's forgotten how to hope. You are not here just to watch other people receive. You are not here to celebrate someone else's testimony while thinking yours will never come. You are here because your own breakthrough is at the door. And God has not just promised to visit your house, he has promised to dwell in it. What's coming is not temporary. It is a permanent shift, a lasting change, a move of God so deep, so personal, so undeniable, that even the places of you that felt forgotten will begin to flourish again. You are not too far gone. You are not too complicated. You are not too broken. You are exactly the kind of person God chooses to show himself strong through. He is not drawn to performance. He is drawn to surrender, and your surrendered heart has caught his attention. What you thought disqualified you is actually the very place he wants to pour his glory into. Your weakness is not a barrier, it's the invitation. The promise still stands. The time is still marked. 11:30 p.m. is still set apart, and the release has already begun in the spirit. You may not see the evidence yet, but something has already shifted. You're going to feel lighter in the coming hours. You're going to wake up with renewed strength. You're going to walk into situations that used to drain you and find that they no longer hold power over you. Because God is doing a full work, not a partial one. He is healing what you didn't even know needed healing. He is restoring things you thought you lost forever, and he's doing it because he loves you more than you could ever understand. You've waited long enough. You've wandered long enough. You've cried long enough. And now God is saying, it is time. Time for your spirit to rise. Time for your hands to receive. Time for your eyes to see what I have prepared for you. No more delay, no more fear, no more settling for less. You are stepping into the place I designed for you all along. This is not the beginning of a process. This is the beginning of fulfillment. The pieces are falling into place. The answers are coming into alignment. The weight is lifting. The oil is flowing. And your name is being spoken in rooms that matter. God has been preparing something behind the curtain, and now he is pulling it back and saying, watch what I'm about to do. You won't have to fight for it. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to prove anything to anyone. The blessing will speak for itself. The favor will be obvious. The peace will be undeniable. People will look at your life and see the fingerprints of God all over it, not because of your efforts, but because of his goodness. Not because you earned it, but because he promised it. This is a shift that changes everything. The ground beneath your feet is holy. The atmosphere around your life is pregnant with miracles. The hand of God is resting on your shoulders. And the next steps you take are going to be guided by wisdom you didn't have before, protected by grace you didn't know you needed, and marked by victories that only heaven could orchestrate. You are not being lifted just for your sake. God is making your life a testimony. He is making your restoration visible. He is allowing the ones who saw you in brokenness to witness your breakthrough. Not for pride, not for vengeance, but for his glory, so that they may see his faithfulness in real time, so that they may come to know him through what he does in you. Every time you stayed quiet when you could have fought back, every time you chose grace when bitterness was easier, every time you trusted God when everything in you wanted to walk away, all of it has led to this. All of it has been counted. All of it is being rewarded. Do not grow weary. Do not give up now. The hour is still unfolding. The presence of God is still here. You are not being rushed. You are being filled. You are not being overlooked. You are being overshadowed by glory. And the more you rest in his presence, the more you will realize that he's been working the entire time. Everything leading to this moment has been part of a greater plan. The heartbreak, the delays, the waiting, the closed doors, the misunderstood seasons, they weren't working against you. They were working within you. God used every setback to prepare your spirit to carry the weight of what's being released now. He used every storm to train your faith, every silence to sharpen your hearing, every not yet to build endurance. And now, because you stayed, because you refused to walk away, because your heart remained open, he is rewarding you. Drop 1515 in the comments if you believe your reward is being released right now. You didn't lose your promise. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't break the plan. What was delayed has not been denied. What was silent was not forgotten. You were never on your own. God was with you in every step, every season, every moment. He didn't just watch from above, He walked with you through the fire. And now, He is bringing you out with more than you had before. You are not leaving this season empty-handed. You are stepping out with victory in your spirit and glory on your life. There is a reason the attacks were so heavy. The enemy doesn't waste his energy on people with no purpose. The intensity of the warfare was never a sign of God's absence. It was a sign of your assignment. The pressure you felt was the enemy's last attempt to get you to quit before the promise arrived. But it's too late. You've crossed into the appointed time. You've entered the moment heaven has been preparing you for, and no power of darkness can stop what God has now set into motion. This release is not just about what God is giving to you, it's also about what He's removing from you. He is stripping away fear, He is breaking off shame, He is cutting loose every lie that tried to take root in your heart. The weight that sat on your chest for years is lifting, the anxiety that kept you awake is breaking, the confusion that clouded your decisions is clearing. This is not temporary relief. This is supernatural healing. God is not only restoring your strength, He is restoring your clarity. You're going to see differently after this. Your eyes are being anointed to recognize what is from Him and what is not. The discernment being activated in you will guide your next steps with precision. You won't second-guess your value anymore. You won't entertain things that drain you. You won't waste energy proving your worth to people who were never assigned to walk with you. God is calling you higher, and He's making sure you walk with wisdom from this moment forward. This is a divine separation, a setting apart, a sacred transition. The things that used to distract you won't have the same pull anymore. The places that used to feel comfortable will feel unfamiliar. You are growing into the fullness of your identity in Christ. And as that happens, you'll begin to see things fall away not because they were taken, but because they no longer fit who you're becoming. Don't fight it, let it go, make room for what's next. What's coming is far greater than anything you've had to release. You're not entering this new place the same way you entered the last one. There's a fresh oil being poured over your life. It's the oil of favor, of peace, of divine alignment. You are being positioned for things you didn't even pray for. People are being assigned to help you. Opportunities are being orchestrated without your effort. Solutions are coming that you didn't even ask for, because when God moves, He doesn't just meet your expectations, He exceeds them. This is the kind of season where you'll see the fruit of prayers you almost gave up on. You'll look around and realize that the things you used to cry for are now in your hands. Not because of luck, not because of chance, but because of grace. Undeserved, unearned, undeniable grace. You will weep again, but this time it will be tears of joy, of relief, of thanksgiving. God is turning your mourning into dancing, your ashes into beauty, your heaviness into garments of praise. And none of it will come with sorrow. That's what makes this move so holy. You won't have to trade your peace to receive it. You won't have to compromise your values to walk in it. You won't have to bend, break, or beg to hold it. What's coming is not conditional, it's covenant. It's the fulfillment of every promise God made to you. He's not just faithful in theory, He is faithful in timing, in details, in overflow. The clock is still ticking toward 11:30 p.m., and heaven has not forgotten. You may not know how it will unfold, but God does. He is the Alpha and Omega. He sees the beginning and the end at once. And when He says something will happen, nothing can interrupt it. No delay, no distraction, no attack will prevent what's been appointed to reach you. Your only assignment now is to stay in faith, to remain in position, to keep your spirit open, and to trust that what you feel right now is the beginning of something beautiful. Do not shrink back. Do not question it. Do not overthink it. Let God be God. Let Him pour out what He's held back until this moment. Let Him show you what it looks like when heaven moves in your direction with power and precision. You are walking into rooms prepared just for you. You are stepping into favor you didn't earn. You are about to see why the wait was so long and the battle so fierce. You are not stepping into a blessing that is uncertain or fragile. You are stepping into something established, something anchored in His faithfulness and birthed in His love for you. It is strong, secure, and unstoppable. There is a peace resting on you now that doesn't make sense in the natural. That peace is not the absence of trouble, it is the presence of God. It is the deep, quiet, knowing in your spirit that no matter what happens around you, you are covered, protected, and carried by the One who never fails. This is the kind of peace that silences the chaos, the kind of peace that quiets every voice of fear, the kind of peace that reminds you who you are and whose you are. Drop 1717 in the comments if you receive that peace in your spirit right now. You don't have to explain what you're feeling. You don't have to defend what you're hoping for. You don't even have to make sense of how it's going to happen. You only need to stay in position, because what is coming straight from heaven. You won't be able to trace the details, but you'll know it came from Him. You'll feel His fingerprints all over it. You'll know in your bones that only God could have arranged it the way it unfolded. This is the favor that doesn't knock, it walks in. This is the kind of breakthrough that doesn't beg for permission. This is the release that shows up with clarity, confirmation, and calm. What you are stepping into will feel different because it is different. It's not tied to striving. It's not tied to pressure. It's not tied to fear. It's tied to God's perfect plan for your life, and nothing can sabotage what He has already decided is yours. The pain you've endured was not for nothing. The long nights, the silent prayers, the moments you thought you were being overlooked. They were all seen. They were all counted. They were all written into your story as moments of refinement, not rejection. God was never ignoring you. He was preparing you. He was getting you ready, shaping your capacity, stretching your faith, and securing your future. That's why this moment feels so weighty. Because it's not just about a blessing, it's about everything behind the blessing. Every lesson, every battle, every sacrifice, they are all being honored. God is showing you that nothing was wasted. He is restoring what was lost. But more than that, He is multiplying what is left. And what He's about to do will carry a beauty and power that overshadows the pain. You are not the same person who entered the last storm. You've grown. You've changed. You've learned to trust deeper, love purer, and hope stronger. God didn't just carry you through the valley, He transformed you in it. And now, as you step into the light of this new season, you'll begin to see just how much He has been working behind the scenes for your good. You are not waiting anymore. You are receiving. You are not begging anymore. You are walking in favor. You are not doubting anymore. You are standing in full assurance that what God said, He meant. And what He promised, He is delivering. This is the hour when things begin to align, conversations shift, opportunities appear, doors swing wide, relationships are restored, finances are released. Healing flows freely, the burden lifts, the fog clears, the heaviness breaks. And it's not because anything around you suddenly got easier, it's because God moved.